Hi, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Everyone, myself, shall we start? Good evening, everyone. Everyone is comfortable with the audio? Able to listen, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Introducing myself. My name is Naresh. I am associated with Raghava sir more than 5 years, teaching math here. So myself, when it comes to my qualification, I completed my BSc Math, Physics and Computer Science. BE Automobile Engineering I completed. Yeah, so feel free. So today is the first session. So virtually we are interacting each other. I'm expecting each and everyone need to just participate the discussion. Shall we start by introducing each other from where you joined, which school you are? Hamsini first or Akshaya Sri Kumar? Just if you are willing to open cam, can you open cam and introduce yourself, or you just open the mic and introduce yourself before moving to a complete academic structure? Guys, will able to hear everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Akshaya Sri Kumar first.
Good evening,
I will
sir.
call the name. Good evening.
My name is Akshaya
Yeah, just
Kumar,
introduce yourself.
and I'm studying in San
Okay.
Academy.
San Academy. Grade 10 also from same school. Am I right?
Sir?
Grade 10 from the same school. Shia?
Yes, sir. I can't hear you properly.
Grade 10 from same school. 10th grade. I will
11th,
hold the
sir.
video. No, I'm talking about grade 10 also from San Academy only last
Yes,
year.
sir. Yes, sir.
So Hamsini,
Hello, sir. I'm Hamsini. I joined here last year also. I'm from same school, DAV Public School.
yes, DAV. Yeah. Harshita,
Namaste, sir. My name is Harshita. I'm from DAV Public School, sir.
next. Navya,
Good evening, sir. This is Navya. I am studying in DAV Public School.
Purvaja K,
Good evening, sir. I'm Purvaja. I'm from DAV Public School.
Vaishnavi,
Good evening, sir. This is Vaishnavi, and I'm studying in DAV Public School, sir.
Shriya,
Good evening, sir. I'm Shreya from San Academy.
Akshaya Sri Kumar. I think already you introduced yourself. Am I right, Akshaya?
No,
Nitish?
Yes, sir.
this is Shreya.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about Akshaya. Like it's
Yes, sir.
Nitish.
Good evening, sir. I am Nitish and I am from DAV Public School.
Raghav,
Good evening, sir. I am Raghav. I also study in DAV and I have chosen computer science.
Subrajit Saho,
Good evening, sir. I earlier studied in San Academy, Palikalai, but now I'm in DAVPS.
Devi Velacheri. Yes,
Yes, sir.
Srinidhi,
Good evening, sir. My name is Srinidhi from DAV.
DAV. You are from?
Yes, ma'am. DAV Velacheri.
Yeah. Madhumita,
Good evening, sir. This is Madhumita, and I'm also from DAVPS.
guys, anyone I missed? Purvaja, I missed. I think Purvaja also. She introduced. Navya also. She introduced. Navya, yes. Anyone I missed by mistake? Shall we start? So for better performance, I switched off my video. Whenever it requires, I will switch on. If you want to discuss anything, you also can ask me in the middle of the class or what are the doubts you are having in the beginning. So today we are going to discuss purely what we are going to do the entire year. What is the importance of +1? Where it will be helpful in other subjects like economics or physics. Many places, many topics will be useful. What we are discussing in grade 11 math. Yeah, so I'm going to start the discussion with a question. So how we are going to interact through online, particularly with me? Because different teachers having different methodologies, different way of explaining the things. So we are going to discuss. I think I'm going to share the screen. If anyone having any constraints, please let me know about my audio or the screen, anything. Is everyone can able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
See the screen. Yeah, is everyone can able to see the font? Is it clear? Some font I wrote. Is it clear? This font? Or in it little bit bigger? Is it clear? Guys,
Clear,
I'm
sir.
expecting clear. Yeah. Now, a quick question. What are the things we done in grade 10? Who is going to introduce? In grade 10, what are the things we done? Overview. Like, it depends upon how much interest you are on math. Quickly, some people will remember immediately one particular topic. Some people will remember some other topic based on their interest in that particular chapter. Who is going to give the answer? Anyone?
So number system, polynomials, and then trigonometry, and then
Number
probability, coordinate geometry.
Yeah. So if I'm talking about unit wise, unit 1, number system, correct?
Real numbers, sir.
So in unit 1, in number system, we are having real numbers. Unit 2, what will get in unit 2?
Algebra.
Algebra.
Algebra. In algebra, we are having 4 topics. What are the 4 topics? Anyone can able to recollect?
Polynomials, linear equations.
The polynomials, linear equations, quadratic equations,
2 variables, quadratic equations, and
coordinate geometry.
arithmetic progression.
Arithmetic.
Oh, arithmetic.
Yeah. So these topics will comes under algebra. So there is only one chapter under the number system. I already told, like, if my students, certain topics we are going to end with grade 10, like real numbers, we are not going to continue. But these basics are required in many places for us. Same as we won't discuss algebra like polynomials, solving the quadratic equations, linear equations in 2 variables we won't discuss. Only arithmetic progression we are going to continue in grade 11. There are different kind of progressions: arithmetic progression, harmonic progression, geometric progression. So we are going to discuss about these 3 progressions again in grade 11. So anyway, when it comes to grade 11 syllabus discussion, I will connect it to your previous classes. So who is going to remember the third one? What is the third topic? And I'm not talking about the order. Anyone can discuss. Your own order.
It's a geometry.
Geometry. What kind of geometries we are having, guys? Anyone can able to recollect what different kind of geometries we are having? What kind of geometries? One particular topic is not going to continue in grade 11. We are having 3 different kind of geometries. One is plane geometry, solid geometry, practical geometry. Geometry generally we will discuss like this. All these things comes under geometry only. See, the plane geometry almost all we done with grade 10. In plane geometry we will get triangles, circles. In 9th also we are having many topics related to plane geometry, lines and angles, triangles, circles, these things. When it comes to solid geometry, we are having 2D and 3D. In grade 10, we are having the introduction of coordinate geometry. Co means two ordinates that will comes under 2D. Coordinate geometry. So with a reference system, we are going to discuss the diagram here. That is two-dimensional geometry, 3D geometry. In +1, +2, we are going to discuss elaboratively about two-dimensional geometry and three-dimensional geometry together. So the solid geometry will share it equally in grade 11 and 12. What are the thing? In grade 10, will continue in 11 and it will continue in 12 also. When it comes to practical geometry, almost all, there is nothing will continue in practical geometry. I think everybody knows what is a practical geometry, guys. Are you clear, guys, what I am trying to talk?
Yes, sir.
Trying to connect certain topics only we are going to continue in grade 11. Rest of all the topics are like basics. We are not going to continue. Any other topics can able to recollect? Which is started in grade 5 onwards. We are doing each and every year. Mensuration. How many people can able to remember mensuration?
Yes, sir. Surface area and volumes.
Other than mensuration, what is the next topic? Mensuration is not going to continue in 11 and 12, but these basics are using in many places like physics, like chemistry, like economics, and some other places we will use. Next one is statistics.
Statistics and probability. Yes, sir.
And probability. These are the little bit important when it comes to +1, +2 point. Both 11th and 12th we are having a little bit weightage. Statistics and probability also is going to continue in grade 11 and a little bit more weightage and little bit practical point of view will get in grade 12. Statistics won't continue much in 12 and probability will be more weightage in grade 12. So certain things are little bit interrelated in grade 11 and 12. Only the topics point of view there is no relation, but certain things are related. Anywhere, when I am starting in a particular topic in grade 11, if you are not clear, sir, I am not much clear with the topic, please let me know. I will just give you a brief introduction about the topic and I will enter. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Hope you can able to recollect what we done in grade 10. So, question. Madhumita, which topic you like more in grade 10? Hope you can able to talk. Madhumita.
Yes, sir.
Which topic you like more in grade 10? Math. I'm talking about maths. When you're doing certain things, you feel very easy and interesting. Out of all these
Sir,
topics.
linear equations, I liked it very much.
Hamsini, what about you?
Surface areas and volumes.
Surface areas. Srinidhi?
Surface areas and volumes.
Sorry?
Surface areas and volumes.
Nitish, what about you?
Sir, triangles.
May I know the reason?
Sir, not any particular. I felt easy in that. I understood the topic very well.
Okay. Shreya, what about you?
Arithmetic progressions.
Arithmetic progressions.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many are non-science students in this group? All are science students? Anyone non-science students? Guys? All are science students? Yes. Navya, Nitish, Purvaja, Srinidhi.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes. There will be a lot of things we can able to connect when we are doing physics particularly. If non-science students are there, certain things will be useful in commerce and economics. So while you're doing those subjects, you will identify why they introduced many topics in grade 11. So shall we move to the grade 11 course structure first today? Shall I move the grade 11 course structure? Yeah. Everyone received your books? Yes or no? Books?
No, sir.
No. Yes. So you know, everyone, we have to depend completely about our board from this website only. Don't trust any other websites. Only CBSE websites only we have to follow. Whatever the messages, syllabus or changes, everything from here only. So here we are going to download our syllabus curriculum for the academic year 21 and 22. If any changes, they will introduce here. So these are the academic electives. Generally, the board won't consider +1, +2 as the different. If you download mathematics, you will get a document which contains both 11th and 12th with all guidelines. Strictly, we have to follow the guidelines when it comes to syllabus point of view, first thing. And second thing is, it's not like grade 10. Here they will give elaboratively each and every mark how they are allotting. So like your grade 10, 80 marks is for paper 1 and 20 marks is for internal assessment. So when you click this one, you will open a link, automatically it will move to syllabus. The first few pages will be your grade 11 along with the weightage, and last few pages will be continued with grade 12 syllabus. I will explain each and everything what is there in the curriculum page. The second most important, till you will receive the books, how we can manage with the books. There is a website NCERT. You can download any books from here. So as of now, for understanding knowledge purpose, for a reference, you can use this website for the reference. You can download particular chapter, whatever topic you want, you can use from here. I will open the book. I will show our first chapter. This is our chapter. After discussing the syllabus, we will move to here. So shall I move to the syllabus discussion, guys?
Yes, sir.
Guys? So when it comes to syllabus, like your grade 10, they will give each and everything in detail about the objectives, what is the importance, why we have to learn these maths. And next one is, these are the units. These are the not chapters. In each chapter, we are having some more subtopics. The first one is sets and functions. For CBSE students, sets and function is very new topic. Very new, and if you connect, it is very much interesting. These are the topics are very important if you people are attending any entrance examinations, because most of the math I can able to connect to these topics. If you go a little bit higher level of math, each and every topic can able to relate to sets and functions. Every statements can are explaining from the sets and functions only. Next one is algebra. I already told you algebra is continuation of grade 10. Very few topics from the algebra. And coordinate geometry, it is also continued from our grade 10. And next one is calculus, mathematical reasoning, and statistics probability. These are the topics, and mathematical reasoning is very new topic for us, a different approach to understand the mathematics. And statistics probability, already you know what is the statistics probability. From grade 6 onwards, you are doing statistics, and grade 9 onwards, we are doing probability. You are having a basic idea of what is statistics and probability. Calculus is very new. Mathematical reasoning is also very new. And the sets and function is also very new. We are following the order of the syllabus only. We are not just, that means we are following the order of the textbook only. If you see here, there is no chapter wise weightage. only unit-wise weightage. There are only 6 units, and all the marks are allotted according to your unit-wise. Keep it in mind, guys. Even +2 also, it is a unit-wise weightage. There are 3 topics very much new for us. It will be easily to understand if you understand the first topic. So when it comes to weightage, sets and functions, 23 marks, algebra, 30 marks, code geometry, 10 marks, calculus, 5 marks, and don't look into this weightage because the same calculus will be most important in grade 12. It will carry around 40 plus marks out of 80. What is the importance of calculus in +1? This calculus and sets and relations will carry around 50 marks in +2. Keep in mind, guys, again and again I'm saying these are the 2 topics from +1 are very much important to continue in +2. Any doubts in this, please let me know, guys. Don't look into the weightage. Weightage is only for to prepare the examination of +1, but when it comes to +2, this calculus is more weightage. Here it is only 5 marks, but when it comes to there, it is almost 50% of your 80 marks. So mathematical reasoning is only 2 marks. Statistics and probability is 10 marks. Are you clear with the weightage, guys?
Yes, sir.
2 parts of the examination, 80 marks for theoretical, 20 marks for internal assessment. When it comes to other subjects, 70 plus 30. The respective subject teachers will explain about physics and chemistry. But for math alone, in major subjects, we are having 80 plus 20 scheme. 80 theoretical exam is 80 and 20 marks is for internal assessment. So just what is the importance of this calculus and sets and functions? I will just connect it to your +2. Then only you will feel more responsible while you are learning. Might be it is very less weightage, but it will be useful for your upcoming. See, when it comes to calculus here, this relations and function and calculus together, 35 plus 8, that means 43. So more than 50% weightage in +2. That is the importance of +1 calculus. Understand, man? Sorry, understand, guys, what I'm trying to say?
Sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Somebody is asking something, please. Okay. So when it comes to topics point of view, so our first unit is sets and functions. The some part of the functions concept we already done in grade 10. I will show you here itself, but we don't know that is a concept of functions. Here we are going to learn what is set from 0 level, because this topic is very much new for us. Definitely we have to start from 0 level with a different kind of examples, relations and functions. And after relation in functions itself, you will get the major topics, trigonometric functions. Basics of trigonometry, we already done in grade 10. Anyone can able to recollect trigonometry? I need a small feedback from you. How many of people still having some kind of fear or struggle with trigonometry openly? This is an open question for everyone. You should not feel shy, because trigonometry is a long ways of calculus. Like how I am saying is math is a long ways of science. Trigonometry is a long ways of calculus. If you want to understand the calculus of +2, you want to learn trigonometry. I'm not saying you have to be master in trigonometry, but you have to be like, at least you have to know the basics of the trigonometry and basic applications of the trigonometry. Got my question, guys? How many people are very strong with the trigonometry? Can you, Harshita, Raghav, Madhumita, Navya, expecting answer from you, yes or no or something?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Guys, 2 places you should not feel shy: when you're eating and when you're learning something. Both are like gaining knowledge and gaining energy from eating. You should not feel shy. If you are feeling shy, it will be trouble for you only. Got it? What I'm trying to say. So don't worry about how others are feeling. You have to open and you have to let me know. Then only I can help you. How much strong you are. Hamsini, Harshida, Raghav, Madhumita, Nitish.
Yes, sir.
Sir, sometimes when we solve problems like the LHS and the RHS, sometimes some point it gets stuck. Like I might not be able to know what step should I take next, what should I do further. So that's when I get
When
stuck.
you're doing
Yes.
it trigonometry of grade 10, you felt that problem. Rest of the things, remembering formulas,
Sir, I find a different problem with trigonometry.
difficult. Suprajit.
No, sir, not a difficult one, but in trigonometry, there are like 1,000 ways of solving one sum. They're like not 1,000, but many ways of solving one sum. So, like, which particular way we should use to use that sum, that really gets quite confusing.
Yes, sir, that happens with me too.
Yeah, methodologies. Which method I can get answer easily? That is one big question for everyone. Am I right?
Step.
Yeah. Any others? Any other feedback? Any other things about trigonometry? Anyone? Because we will start trigonometry like how we done in grade 10, but when we are going deeper into the subject, the way of learning the trigonometry will change here. So we have to focus more when you're doing the trigonometry, not for grade 11 alone. It is because of grade 12 also. Most of the topics are depends upon trigonometry. That is the reason I'm again and again I'm stressing on this particular topic. Any others? Sriya, what about you?
I'm a bit weak in trigonometry.
Weak in the sense, I mean,
Like I won't get. I mean, like it's hard for me to understand.
but from beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. Any others, guys? Like only one beauty in this grade 11 trigonometry is again we are going to start from zero. How we started ratios, sine theta is what, cos theta is what, tan theta is what. From there we are going to start here. Got it? What I'm saying, guys? So you need not worry, sir. I lost something in grade 10. I didn't understand. I didn't practice much. At least you realize now and ask any doubt if you're not understanding when I started trigonometry. And till you understand, you just run behind me or run behind the textbook to understand each and everything, each and every corner of the trigonometry. Only the one shortcut in trigonometry is more practice. How much practice? Practicing in the sense, don't think, guys, like you are grade 10 or 9. So when it comes to practice in your minds, it's not like doing the same question again and again. It's not like that. Suppose you done 10 questions. What kind of questions you solved? What kind of different questions you chose? That is the meaning of practice in grade 11 higher studies. It's not like, sir, I done this book 2 times, I done this chapter 3 times, 4 times. It doesn't matter. How many different kinds of questions you done, how many worksheets of different questions you completed. I don't want same kind of worksheet you're doing again and again here. Got it? Guys, what I'm trying to say? What is the meaning of practice here? Understood?
Yes, sir.
So you have to pick the problem in such a way it should be challenging for you. Automatically you feel very easy whenever any kind of question paper or whenever a new question you solve. So when it comes to algebra, I already told you it's completely a little bit different. Principle of mathematical induction. This is a particular method of solving the mathematics. We are having deductive method and inductive method. The basics of deductive method means what are the things we done in grade 10, those things are called deductive method. Deductive method means solving, calculations and all the things. And this is one particular method in mathematics we are following called inductive method. Inductive method. There is only one chapter on this principle of mathematical induction. This is also very much new for us. Next one is complex numbers. Quadratic equations, how these complex numbers are related to quadratic equation. Anyone can able to recollect root of negative numbers are not defined, correct? Will you able to remember in quadratic equations?
Yes, sir.
If delta is less than 0, no real roots we are calling, correct? Suppose if I am having a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, delta, this is called discriminant, is called b square minus 4ac, which will explain nature of the roots, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So if delta is 0, equivalent real roots. If delta is greater than 0, real roots. If it is a perfect square, real and rational. If it is not a perfect square, real and irrational. These are the nature of the roots. But if the delta is less than 0, we discussed in grade 10. Till grade 10, we discussed only roots are not real. That is only we learn. But when it comes to grade 11, we are going to start a new number system called real numbers, which is root plus. But if root negatives, root of minus 4, root of minus 16, if it is root 4, we can say this is plus or minus 2. What about root minus 4? Root minus 16. This is nothing but 2 root minus 1. 4 into root minus 1. Root negative values, we are having a number system called complex numbers. Complex numbers. Non-real numbers. We won't call non-real numbers complex numbers. So here we are going to discuss the complex numbers and geometrically how to represent the complex numbers, and related to that, what are the things we are unable to solve in grade 10. If my discriminant is negative, how to solve those kind of equations we are going to discuss here. That is, the topic is complex numbers and quadratic equations. What is the complex numbers and quadratic equations, what we are going to do? Is it clear? This is the second chapter in algebra. Third one is linear inequalities. When we done linear inequalities, guys, anyone can able to recollect when we done linear inequalities? Anyone can able to remember inequations? 8th standard or 9th standard? Guys, I'm expecting some answer from you. Solving the inequations, drawing the graphs for inequations, which is not equal to 0. Some ax plus b y plus c less than or equal to 0, less than 0, greater than or equal to 0. Anybody can able to recollect linear
Yes,
inequality?
sir. 9th standard.
9th standard. The graph will show like this. Will you remember any, like, suppose if I am giving a equation 3x plus 4y plus 12 less than 0, draw the graph for this, or greater than 0, less than or equal to 0, or 5x plus 3y minus 15 greater than or equal to 0. You have to draw the graph for this. Hope you can able to remember. Here,
No, but we only learned when it's equal to 0.
no, I'm talking about inequations. It is equal. See, I already told you in polynomials there is an introductions, equations, inequations, expressions. All will comes under mathematical statements. I will show you what is the difference between these three things which we done in grade 9 and 10. Might be A from 8 also. Suppose if I am having an equation 3x plus 4y plus 7 is equal to 0. This will comes under equation. 3x plus 4y plus 7. This will comes under an expression. 3x plus 4y plus 7 greater than or equal to 0. 3x plus 4y plus 7 less than or equal to 0. 3x plus 4y plus 7 greater than 0. 3x plus 4y plus 7 less than 0. All these, anything, any expression, all these are expressions. When an expression is called an equation, if it is equal to something, if the elements are related with an equal symbol, that is called an equation. Inequalities. it is not equal to something. It is the relation operator is either greater than, less than. How to solve these equations? Graphically we done, but we never done theoretically. So in +2 we are going to discuss if the situation comes other than equation, how to solve. When it comes to expression, it is not equal to anything. We done in polynomials of grade 10. So inequations, how to solve inequations we are going to discuss here. Sorry guys. Guys, are you clear what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Anyone? No doubts? Yeah. See, inequations means, suppose if I'm saying 3x plus 4 is equal to 0, solve. How you will solve? Guys, who is going to tell?
The substitute value for x.
Yeah, so 3x is equal to -4, x is equal to -4/3. Got it? Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
So this is how. So the solution of this expression or this equation, the solution of given equation is -4/3. What is this meaning? Anyone can able to explain what you can understand from this solution? Anyone? Hamsini, can you
So if
explain?
we substitute the value of x as -4/3, then the equation will become 0.
Okay. Any others? Any other way? See, yes, correct. I'm expecting. Any other way of explaining the same thing?
Sir, -4/3 is the 0 of the equation.
Correct. Next. Any other answers from anyone in a different ways? Shriya, Srinidhi, Nitish. You can say, see, this is a mathematical statement. This mathematical statement, there are variables and constants. It is a statement. When this statement can be true, the statement is true only when x is equal to -4/3, correct? Right? Understand what I'm saying? I just same thing I'm explaining in a different way. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That means for this x value, this statement is true. Other than any other x values, this statement is false. Suppose if I'm taking x is equal to 2, the given statement is false statement. It won't satisfy, correct? That is the meaning of solution of this equation. Suppose the same equation if I am asking like this. What is this meaning? For what x values this statement is true? That means you have to substitute the x values in such a way the answer should be greater than 0. The answer should be positive. The answer should be positive. In these equations, here x is having only one solution. In case of inequalities, it is not an equation, it is an inequality. Here we are having many solutions. So how to represent these many solutions? We are going to discuss in sets. Understand how I related the topic here? That is a little bit important. How I am going to explain, if any mathematical statement having many solutions, we will take the help of the sets. Is it clear, guys, what I'm saying? So here we are going to discuss how to solve the linear inequations and how we are going to represent my answers and what topic is important for me to represent the answers. So here when I am dealing this topic, we need sets is a little bit important for us to understand and to explain the answers. So when it comes to permutations and combinations, I don't want to touch this topic. It is very much new topic and it is basic of probability. If you want to understand the probability of 11 and 12, permutations and combinations are very much important. And if you go any market analysis and share markets or any experiments, permutations and combinations will helpful a lot. When I am teaching this topic, you will get one idea why this topic is very much important for your higher studies. Next one is binomial theorem. Binomial theorem is little close to your expressions like expansions like a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, a plus b whole cube. If I'm asking a plus b whole power 10, if I'm asking a plus b whole power 15, we know how to do expansion of a plus b whole square and whole cube, but we never crossed more than cube, correct? We never done more than cube. Am I right, guys?
Yes.
So binomial is a scientist. He gave, even if we are having a plus b whole power 100 also, how to expand in an easy manner, even if it is a plus b power n, where n is any natural number. How to expand this binomial? There are two numbers or two elements, either plus or minus, power some index. How to expand? We are having a theorem. Using this theorem, we can able to expand a plus b whole power 2 to any number. Based on this, we are having some simple applications. We don't have very high level applications. We are having only a simple applications. Sequence and series. We already done sequence and series in grade 10. There are 3 sequence and series: AP, GP, and harmonic progression introduction. We'll get here. But major is arithmetic progression and geometric progression. Everyone knows arithmetic progression very well. And along with that, we are going to discuss about geometric progression and geometric mean and arithmetic mean also. Extra we are going to discuss here. Yeah, it's a like continuation of our arithmetic progression. This is the end of the algebra here. And when it comes to coordinate geometry, we don't have plane geometry here. Plane geometry means, I already told you, plane geometry is like triangles, circles. We don't have plane geometry here. We are having coordinate geometry, straight lines, conic sections, and introduction to three-dimensional geometry. These two topics will come under two-dimensional geometry. Only we are having a reference system x and y axis. When it comes to three-dimensional geometry, how to represent in space? My reference system is in 3 dimensions, x, y, z axis. Here 2 coordinates, x comma y is an ordered pair. Here 3 coordinates you are going to discuss. It is a same thing will continue in grade 12. When it comes to calculus, I already told you, maybe it is 5 marks here, but when it comes to +2, this is a like ABCD for our calculus. Limits and derivatives. Looks very small, but it is very much important in your grade 4. So this is very much new. I am going to teach you from 0 level. And mathematical reasoning. This is a different way of explaining the mathematics. Statistics and probabilities. You know, mean, variance, and different methods to calculate the mean and variance here. Probability, it's a continuation of our grade 9, 10, and 11. This is end of our topics. See, a little bit huge, but if you concentrate and if you are able to connect it properly, it will be very easy for us. Now, topology, it is very much important, guys. Might be different schools will follow a different topology, but when it comes to grade 12, every paper will follow this same topology. We are having 80 marks per theory paper, 20 marks for your internal assessment. First, we are looking into the 20 marks. These 20 marks, how they are split, like 10 marks and 10 marks. We are having mathematics activities. I can say it's a lab activities. Some schools, they are conducting in classroom itself. We are having different guidelines. Whenever we are a little bit free, I will show you the lab experiments. What are the activities? What is the minimum number of activities we are going to do? That is explained very clearly in grade 12 mathematics. 10 marks for lab mathematics activities and periodic tests. You are writing mini unit tests. Different schools having different names. CAs, classroom test, or assignments, or something. Minimum, a school need to conduct 3 tests. Out of 3, they will take best 2 for the 10 marks. For your record and lab work, 10 marks. And for periodic test, best of 2 out of 3 tests, 10 marks. So 20 marks is your internal assessment. And already we discussed the 80 marks. These 80 marks, The topology of the questions in the sense difficulty level of the questions. We are having 3 difficulty levels. One is remembering and understanding, which will carry 44 marks. To get this 44 marks, just your textbook is enough. Same type of questions will come from the textbook for the 44 marks. That is 55% of the marks will be based on just remembering the formula, just understanding the concept. You will get 55% of the 80 marks. That is 44 marks is actually easy. Second one is application, solving problems, new situations by applying acquired knowledge, facts, techniques, and rules in a different way. A few people told like trigonometry I can do in many ways, but particular methods are easy. Certain concepts you have to recollect some other topic principles to solve that question. Based on that application oriented, we are having 20 marks. So if you practice the textbook, 64 marks is nothing. 64 marks is just from the textbook they will give. I'm not saying straight questions, guys. I'm saying same models from the textbook. They won't cross the models. Same type of questions which is available in the textbook. Each and every corner of the textbook you have to complete, including exercise, including example. The last one is generally we will call as HOTS questions, but I am not calling as HOTS question here. Till your 10th standard, we are calling as a HOTS question because here it is different. Analysis, evaluating, and creating. Evaluating, I will explain you whenever I am solving the questions. You need some judgment skills. One example is there are the situations, a question when you are solving a numerical, you will get 2 answers. Sometimes you may get 3 answers. Out of 2 answers, only 1 answer is right. That means answer A, answer B, answer C. You have to judge, you have to analyze which answer is right and why. That is that kind of questions will come under your 3rd category. That will carry 16 marks. So getting 60 marks from for the examination is not so easy. It's not so tough. So this topology might be schools are not following. Don't worry. Definitely the board will follow this topology. Analysis like HOTS questions, they may ask only for 20% of the paper. That is 60 marks only will come from little bit higher level. And second point you have to remember, no chapter weightage. It is only unit weightage. Care to be taken to cover all the topics. If you are studying algebra means you have to study whole algebra. You should not leave any part from the algebra. They may give from algebra this many of marks. It should not be particular topic. They will give from algebra 30 marks. They will give from algebra. It might be 15 marks from single chapter. It might be 20 marks from single chapter. So these are all the things we are going to learn this entire year. Hope you understand what we are going to do in this entire year. Anyone having any questions or any discussion? I'm open to you guys. Anyone having any questions? Amjani, Harshida, Raghav, any questions from anyone?
No, sir.
Any kind of discussions like any? It's not subject related. Something we are going to +1. Some doubts if you are having like. Guys, anybody want to share anything related to math? Anything want to discuss like, sir, these are the things I'm having some issue. Well, I'm expecting something from you like this. Anyone having any kind of expectations from my class? Feel free. I think who is in grade 10 of my sessions, they know about me, but I'm saying again and again, feel free to ask any kind of doubts. Hopefully I'm saying, guys, you may ask any kind of doubts related to your grade 6 and 7 also. I'm ready to explain. Only the thing is, you have to ask me. I don't know whether you are having that kind of doubt or not. If you are feeling a little bit shy in a group, personally message me in the chat itself. I will discuss with you without giving your name. Shall we start the basic introduction of the first topic, sets? There are 3 topics in sets and relations. Sets, relations and functions, and trigonometric functions. Sets, relations and functions, basic, our English knowledge we can able to discuss. Yeah. I'm starting this topic with a question. What is meant by set, English point of view? What is meant by set, guys?
A collection of something.
Group collection.
Is it necessary if it is a group that can be called as a set? Is it enough? If you form a group, that's enough.
Sure, of similar things.
Yeah.
That should be well defined.
Collection of objects. Similar things. Next, guys, when you call this is a set, where you can use in English in your daily life, when you call this is a set, what is meant by tea set, man? Teacup set. Anyone can explain? Girls and boys both. What is meant by tea? Sorry?
The cup and saucer of the tea.
Cup and saucers. How we can define? How we can say, mom, this tea, this cup is not belongs to this set. Suppose
Sure, the size is different.
Size is different. Maybe design.
Not fitting enough.
Color.
Certain things. So suppose if I'm buying a white color, they will get some 6 or 8 white color cups with a plate and something. Suppose another thing is added here, that might be belong to some other set. Yeah. Any other way of explaining set here? Any other discussion, guys? I'm expecting answers from you. What is the meaning of set of students? How many ways you can explain the set of students from? Set of students means was a group of students, as you said, is a group of students, collection of students. A student belongs to particular class, correct? Suppose all grade 9 students, all grade 9 students as a set, all grade 11 students as a set, all grade 11 students boys as a single set, all grade 11 girls as a single set. See, if you understand, if you observe, almost you explain the meaning of set. But when it comes to mathematics, I am going to include one more thing. When we are calling this amount or these objects, when I can call as a set.
Well defined one.
Correct. I can't pick 10 people and I can't call as a set. These are the 10 students I'm picking from overall the school. But what kind of set it was? As he said, somebody said what it was. A set is a
Well
defined collection of
objects.
So a set is a collection of well-defined objects. Well-defined objects. Now, this is a statement I'm taking and I'm going to discuss with you. Why this I have to mention? If I'm not mentioning, what is the difference between this statement with this well-defined, without well-defined, what is the difference?
Sir, if we consider collection of object, it can be anything, sir. Not a particular criteria it fit into it.
Yes.
It can be.
See, if I'm talking coffee set means, particularly I'm mentioning it's a coffee set, teacups, which is using to take tea or coffee, correct? Correct or not? So if I'm not mentioning cups means,
yes, sir.
If I'm saying just bring the cups from a shop, You may get different kind of cups. Steel cups you may get, and you may get plastic kind of cups. It doesn't represent any proper set, correct? That's the reason we are using a well-defined any collection of objects. You are collecting some object with a proper definition. Pick the students. From your school. When you are inside the school, this is not a defined statement, correct?
Yes, sir.
Why it is not a defined statement? You don't know what kind of students you have to pick. You don't know how many students you have to pick. You don't know whether it boys or girls. If there are boys or girls, how many number of boys and how many girls you want. You don't know what class you have to pick. Correct or not? It's not a proper defined.
Yes, sir.
It's not a proper defined statement. So when we can call a group is nothing but a set. When you can call this group is a set, if this group is well defined, this batch are from India. If there is a auditorium which is a combination of different country people are there, then I can define Indians. If you are in India and I can't define Indians, all are Indians here, correct? Right? Got, guys, what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's the reason the person who introduced the sets, he gave a one statement after discussing all the definitions. A wise person never define set. Because if I am defining a set, if the system conditions, environment conditions are changing, that might be a set or that might not be a set. So when you are talking about the set, you have to be very much clear, and it is restricted to particular concepts only. When the things was changed, sometimes it won't be defined properly. So a little bit more elaborative we are going to continue in next class about the set. I'm going to just give the kickstart. What we are going to discuss in next class. Anyone wants to discuss anything about today class? Any questions before winding up the session? Guys? Navya?
No, sir.
Trinity?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Shall I wind up the session? Shall we meet in tomorrow class?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Bye everyone.
Yes.
Next class. Bye everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.